Hi guys, so this is the poem I'm going to share is actually been released under the title How Would You Feel? Because they told me I couldn't keep the original title, which was Fuck the Police. It goes like this. How would you feel if your son was illegally stopped and searched on a regular basis? How would you feel knowing that people walked by your innocent child and didn't say shit? How would you feel if your son was arrested on charges that were baseless? How would you feel if your son was illegally stopped and searched on the basis of his race, but if you call it, it's a card that you're not supposed to play, but they're playing with the life of your child like it's a game and society keeps on telling you that it's perfectly okay? How would you feel? How would you feel if you were told to swallow that anger and be gracious? How would you feel if your son was mentally ill and guilty of no crime other than losing his mind, but was still treated like one of those black boys in hoodies that they demonize in the papers? How would you feel if that same son was restrained like an animal and threatened with a taser when he's already in cuffs and doesn't pose any danger? How would you feel? Because I feel sick to my stomach. And my mouth is full of blood from biting on my tongue when I should be speaking up. I wrote this because I'm angry at the way we let the police discriminate against our children when there are laws they're supposed to keep. I wrote this because I'm sick of being told not all police when so many are complicit in the silence that they keep. Are you not your brother's keeper? I see you see but do not speak. I see you stand and watch your brother beat a black boy till he bleeds. You claim that you're a good cop. You say you care about the streets, but how can you be an angel when you support the devil's deeds? What kind of dick would insist that the police force is no longer institutionally racist? Cressida, it's been more than 20 years since Macpherson. Aren't you the same person that in not so many words said it was hard to imagine a day when institutionalized racism was curbed? And now it's magically gone away. Please. Do you know how many times I've scrolled through my timeline only to find black boys guilty of no crime being harassed by your thin blue line? So either you're being disingenuous or willfully blind, but I don't have time for your for your big white lies. It's easy to turn blind eyes when racism and police brutality isn't your reality. When the system in which we live continues to spoon-feed racist mentalities, it's easy to deny my truth and maybe even feel a little bit mad at me for making you uncomfortable with words that will be over in a minute when every minute of the day a black life is reminded why it still doesn't matter to a system that hasn't paid for its crimes against humanity. Fuck the system. Fuck the police. Fuck your feelings and fuck formalities. And if you have to question why I'm questioning moralities, perhaps you need to think on what you've accepted as normality. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, we'd appreciate it if you could hit the like button, if you could hit the subscribe button, and make sure to ring that bell icon so you don't miss any updates from us in the future. If you want to go that extra mile and support us a little further, we do have a Patreon channel with loads of exclusive goodies, and you can sign up for as little as $1 a month. We appreciate your help, guys, and hopefully we'll see you again soon.